So, hello. Once again, I'm back on my old, trustworthy Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD edition. Once again, I'm recording locally and streaming today on YouTube live service. Before we begin, let us check out the stream if it's live and all, and then we will continue with the system information using the GUI and then the terminal. So let's do this. Okay, it seems that it has already begun and it says that it's excellent. Good to know, thank you. So yeah, let's go to the system information. Basically, I will go through the settings, system information, boom. So you can either go through the system settings, or through the application launcher menu, this one. Anyway, here we are. Alienware M17 R5 AMD, Linux Mint 22.3 Cinnamon X11. The CPU of the system is an AMD Ryzen 9 6900HX, and the graphics are AMD Radeon RX 6800M. The system has 32GB of RAM and 2TB of SSD storage. Not bad for its time, not bad at all. Anyway, let's go to the terminal. Here we are. So yeah, as you can see, plenty more details I must say here on the terminal. I will not go over them one by one, but I will have to mention that I'm driving the system in full 4K resolution of 3840 by 2160 at 120 Hz and scale 2. And yeah, I'm not messing with the scale for fun. It's all over the place, at least for me. But before I will continue, let's just give a moment for the people that would like to pause the stream or later on the YouTube video on the YouTube channel, and in order for them to get a hold of the system information. I guess this is more than fine. So let's go from here. So yeah, while trying to work with the system using the scaled resolutions, for me at least, it ended up being a mess. Some system performance issues here or there, maybe not related to the scale, but that's when I noticed them the most. Also, the cursor, the mouse cursor, changing sizes between various apps based on the scale is something that just bothers me a lot. So for example, in my Vivaldi browser, the mouse cursor was like, let's just say 35 to 36 pixel size or something, and when I had it on the system it was like 42, 44 something, and then when I was moving to another app like Krita or Kdenlive, it was even smaller, like maybe 24. So yeah, total mess. I tried to fix that. I tried via the terminal, I tried via the GUI. Nothing. I could not make that work. Either I will have to suffer a very big cursor for the system, and that will scale better with Vivaldi or other apps, or yeah, not good at all. So I'm back at scale 2, where the cursor, this normal sized cursor, is almost the same across all apps, seemingly that is. So let's do this together now. Let's just say here I have Vivaldi. Let's open up Kdenlive, for example. Okay, so as you can see, still the mouse cursor is smaller. It's like maybe 24 still, I don't know the exact scale, the exact size, but you see, going bigger now on the title bar. And this is something that is bothering me, but at least with this scale 2 on the display, it's good. It's not that bad, that jarring, if you want to say that. And Vivaldi, as you can see, it's almost perfect sync with the system. And when I'm saying Vivaldi, it could be another app. I'm just mentioning these apps because I work with them way more than some other apps. So yeah, that was an issue for me that I couldn't stand, so I'm back on scale 2, which is something I don't like, and I'm doing straight out for the stream and YouTube video that I'm creating, because for my personal solution, my personal thing will be just use it native without scale 1, so yeah, but it will be too small for the stream. But maybe we will get there when I will be using hardware encoder, and I will have like a pristine, perfect, clear image on the YouTube video and of course on the YouTube live stream. So what I was able to accomplish. Maybe you noticed this the other day. I have enabled few extensions with the system in order to make it like a better, more tolerable for my own sanity. Anyway, here we are, left click, right click, and middle click. I don't know if you can see these circles around the clicks, where cursor is. This is the one thing. The other thing is that I have a tiling solution, so to speak. When I'm moving the window, boom. And if I want to, for example, to fill this size of the screen, I just press the other button and boom. Anyway, not perfect, not bad. It has other options as well that you can enable with the hotkey and then try to switch between layouts, etc. Not as dynamic, for my liking at least, not as dynamic as Mouse Styler on KD Plasma. That Kwin scripting is insane to me still. Not as good as that, but maybe more related, closer to Power Toys Fancy Zones on Windows, or maybe like on GNOME extension Cell Tiler, I think it was called. I don't remember at the moment, but yeah, something closer to that. Anyway, a few other extensions. Let me show you my extensions before I will continue. Extensions, and here we are. Of course, this one you noticed already is when I'm moving the window, these effects, mouse click effects, and OSD with numbers. Yeah, of course. When I'm changing the voice on the system, for example, now you get to see the numbers. This wasn't by default, or when you're changing the screen brightness. So yeah, now it has a number. It's an OCD number extension for my OCD. Haha, good one. That joke for the win. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, back to the Linux Mint. Let us see what is Linux Mint. Let us open up, for example, the official website, and we will start with Wikipedia. Linux Mint Wikipedia. So yeah, Linux Mint is a community developed Linux distribution based on Ubuntu. First released in 2006, Linux Mint is often noted for its ease of use, out-of-the-box functionality, and appeal to desktop users. It comes bundled with a selection of free and open source software. The default desktop environment is Cinnamon, developed by the Linux Mint team, with Mate and XFC available as alternatives. Yada 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 yada. Let's go back to the official website. So yeah, small letters here, they call it Xena, this version, this release. Linux Mint 22.3. The latest version of the friendly operating system is here. Install it on your computer today. What is Linux Mint? Linux Mint is an operating system for desktop and laptop computers. It is designed to work out of the box and comes fully equipped with the apps most people need. And it has some good information for the people to read and learn more about it. I can attest in some capacity so far for the basic stuff. You absolutely can do it without the terminal. Just use the software manager that the system comes with, and then you can install almost anything you need or want for the system. And as far as Linux distributions goes, of course, and in rare cases, if you want to do something crazy, then maybe you need to use the terminal. But even if you will have some issues like I had when I was trying to install a few apps, it's easy to solve through this software manager. I will give you an example or two. So installed applications. As you can notice here in the list, in two packages, in two apps, Yoplin here in the bottom right side of the Yoplin square rectangle, it has like a red shield, and the same thing you can see on Vivaldi. So this means that in order to use these, to install and use these apps through Software Manager, you have to enable here on Preferences. Sorry, this is for the other thing that I want to mention. It's software sources. If I remember correctly, where is it? Oh no, that was it. Yeah, I was in the right place before. Yeah, my bad, sorry. I was confused. That one I had to use because I had the error access in the server and I had to change my default server. Yeah, I remember what I used that for. No, it was here. I just, yeah, it's this one basically. Show unverified flatpaks, not recommended, this one. So maybe you need to enable this one and then you will have even more application options. And yeah, all in all, good stuff. As you can see, I have most of my software installed using this method. Sorry. Yeah, I have disabled it. Yeah, okay. I have messed so much with the system that I don't recall which options I have active and which I haven't. Anyway, so yeah, almost all of my applications that I need or want for the system are already here. And this one on the left side, this dock here, it's not using the system's panels. It's the application called Plank, this one, Plank. So yeah, so I showed you my extensions. The top panel is here, as you can see again, customized to my will. Then the dock, the same thing. And one thing that I have accomplished, I wasn't expecting that I will be able to do it, but it's a real thing now. Let me show you. For example, wallpaper status. Here we are. We are currently on wallpaper 232. It changed just now, so it's 233 now. Here we are. Out of 889. So basically I have expanded my wallpapers. I have installed a few more. So that's not the point. The point is that I have enabled my wallpaper jumping. So if I want to move on 350, for example, I can do this and boom, we are on 350. And now I will go to, for example, 450, boom. Simple as that. And you can always come here and check the status and boom, 450 out of 889. And as I said, I wasn't sure that I will be able to make it happen, but I did. Pleasantly surprised on this one. So the next try is going to be with I'm not sure about this based on the cursor size issues that I had. but I will try to do my Swedish breeze cursors, and if I will manage that, then maybe I will be able to do my cursor factory thing. But I'm not having my hopes high, or yeah, not even cautiously optimistic. It's like I'm more like pessimistic on this matter, but we will see. We will see. Other than that, the system, as I said the other day, good, maybe perfect even for the new users, new computer users, or even new Linux users, but not for me. Not for me. Clearly not for me. And yeah, coming after some amazing Linux distributions like Chaos, like NixOS, and of course others before that, coming to this is my experience, not for the same reasons, not totally not for the same reasons. It's more like Pop OS Cosmic than the rest of the stuff. Not for me, surely not for me, but yeah, good luck to whoever will be using it. Good luck. I don't want to, don't get me wrong. Hopefully it works best for you, and yeah. But surely for the new users, or maybe the users who don't want to customize their computers, etc., etc. Yeah. But before I go, let us open the few apps that I still have problem with. I will open up Kdenlive, and then Krita, and not for the mouse cursor, no. But for the theming, as you can see, let me open up system settings. This one uses completely, fully my icons, my mouse cursor, my theme, colors, everything, no problem whatsoever. This one uses the colors and a few other assets, but not the icons or cursors, or yeah, this is a problem that I'm not sure if I will be able to fix. And this is Krita, which is even worse. Forgot to mention that these apps, of course, use my fonts, which is a plus, of course, but not the colors and not the icons, and they have been a thorn on my side. But maybe I will get there. And of course, I'm using this. These are the Flatpak versions. Maybe if I will install, you know what? I will do it now. I don't want to be stubborn about it. Let me see if I'm able to do it. Kdenlive. Let's try to install the system version, which may well, without any issue, straight away, right away, will be using my theme and everything. Let's give that a shot. And even that, I have already customizations in place, but at least if it will be using those customizations, good, I say, good. So this must be the system, yes, system package. 4.23.08 version it says. And the one I have, it must be the 25, 4.25, 25, yes, 25. I don't know why. Yeah, anyway, I will install this one. Let me check this one again. No. And it goes back to the other thing. Okay, I will install the system package and let's see. It's an older version. But what the heck, let's give it a shot. My guess is that I'm having issue on this system because they are the Flatpak apps, but I have solved this in other Linux distributions, but not on this one. At least not so far. Let's wait a bit. I haven't tested actually the difference between installing through the terminal and through the software manager, which is faster. but a new user, I don't think it will bother. They will bother with speed checking, speed fact checking, and all that. But personally, I didn't even try that. I just try to use the tagline or the marketing saying of the website out of the box and see how it will go for me. So yeah, let's launch the application. Yeah. Okay, so I can use custom. These ones do not exist, of course, in the... Yeah. So maybe if I will do this... No, not really. So which one it's going to be? Yeah, it should have more options, I think, here, but not really. I don't see the quantum theme that I have in place. Let's try this one. Yeah, okay. So at least I got the colors here, and okay, the menu changed to this one, but still I don't see. Yeah. As I said, this is a problem. This one, it seems clearly that I have to fix it even with the system version. But yeah. Oh, here we are. Okay, we got few icons here from the Quantum and the... Yeah, this may be easier to fix. Okay, this was strange to me. Huh. Anyway, I don't want to waste any more time on this while on the stream. Let's just do it like this. Now it changed again. This is very strange that is happening like this. No. Now it doesn't bring the icons to the fold. Huh. Very strange. Anyway. Yeah, it needs some heavy manipulation, some heavy hand holding, it seems. Yeah, I'm stubborn. Now I'm being stubborn with it. I will just drop it. No need. Let me see if I broke my launcher. Okay. No problem whatsoever. I'm back on my own version. Anyway. So yeah, I don't want to drag this any longer, for real. Plenty of things to fix. I don't know what I will be able to fix. Maybe I will just skip the customization and go for the cursor factory. First, of course, the Swedish Breeze cursors. And then, if possible, the cursor factory, like with the other Linux distributions. I will see. Not sure at all. But truth be told, I don't want to stick with Linux Mint for too long, because not my cup of tea. So yeah, if I will have like day 2-3 days troubles accomplishing what I have in mind, I will just conclude this journey and move to the next thing. And yeah, good luck to me, basically. Anyway, as always, thank you for everything, and see you on the next one. Bye!